Greetings, fellow men. Servus Männer, it's Red Pill Germany again. It's an early morning in Japan. Well, not that early anymore, but I'm of course really excited about the results from the current midterm elections. The votes are being counted as I speak. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about how the German newspapers are reporting about the midterm elections. For all of you who are not in Germany, who are not Germans, the Germans know this of course, but I want to tell you a little bit about the general reporting in Germany. So surprise, surprise, as well the state media as also the big mainstream media outlets that I've read and listened to so far about this topic, they attribute the roles very simplistically. Trump is the evil guy who wants to put people in camps and who wants to close the borders, and he is in bed with the Rifle Association, and he's just an evil old white man who wants to kill black people. The Democrats are the sane, common sense, loving people who just want to make good politics for everyone and who value life. Yeah, that is basically their very simplistic, childish propaganda image that they want to transport. Now, besides all this 90% propaganda nonsense, you find, of course, also some good reporting, in my opinion. For example, the FAZ wrote an article, I think it was the FAZ, yeah, that the Hispanic vote was actually, well, the Hispanic or Latino voter turnout was not so great in the past, and this year there is an initiative from celebrities with Latino background to change this, to make more Latinas and Latinos go to vote. Of course, they hope that they will vote Democrat, but the German newspaper told us that you cannot really see Latinos as a big homogeneous bloc like the African American part of the population or the electorate, because they do not have this shared identity, this shared historical background, and this shared organizational structure from the civil rights days back then. So the civil rights movement, I mean. So the Latinos on their side, it makes much more of a difference where they actually come from. Are they Cubans who had to leave Cuba because of communism? They actually fled communism, then they would side more with the Republicans and be more conservative. If they were communists who are responsible for messing up Chile, and then they had to leave the country once a non-communist, Mr. Pinochet, came into power, they would be complete leftists. They didn't learn the lessons. They do not understand why communism is a problem, why it ruins countries, and they want to introduce communism or socialism, as they call it, in the United States of America also. And turn it into a socialistic country. And of course, Bernie Sanders and all these other socialists in the Democratic Party, they love those people. And they want to win them as their new voter base. And they also say that, fighting for the white man on the Republican side will no longer be a viable option in the future because there are less of them. So it is so fun to see how the mainstream media in Germany has no problem admitting that demographics is destiny when it is about the United States of America. But of course, in Europe, the laws of physics are completely different. We're in a different dimension here. The things that hold true in the United States when their population undergoes a major change or a major shift or distributions here. You have more people from the south, less people of European ancestry, that will change the country dramatically. They admit that openly in the German newspaper. But when you say something like this about Europe, that the influx of Middle Easterners and Africans might change Europe. Oh, you can't say that. That. Where are your sources? Name your sources. Yeah, right. So you cannot say, if you want to say water is wet and the skies are blue, then you need sources all of a sudden, right? All right. So this is so far my short little statement about media reporting from Germany, from major German media about the midterm elections. Of course, me personally, I hope that the Republicans under Donald Trump fare well in the Congress elections, so the House of Representatives and the Senate. I hope that the Republicans can secure majorities there so that Donald Trump will not be hamstrung by having to be president or to rule against a democratic socialist majority in any of the chambers of the Congress. That would be obviously bad. That is my assessment and my personal opinion for this morning. So as the day continues, I will continue to check the news because I'm very curious about that. And with this, I say Servus, Kameraden.